from PRX.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to take, what do they, it's time for some, no, newsprint is not sleepy. It's time for a journal. It's time for an episode where maybe later on we'll cover, I'm pretty sure later on we'll be reading through a Fearless Flyer from Trader Joe's. And it's interesting because in my future, it'll be I don't know if the Fearless Flyer will be from my future Trader Joe's or my present Trader Joe's or my collection or the internet, because I'm moving. And this may or may not be, but I'm pretty sure this is the last intro I'll ever record in the second Climbing Closet. There was one Climbing Closet from 2013 to 2018. Then this Climbing Closet from 2018 to 2025. Long run here. I can't believe it. 7 years in this Climbing Closet. Wow. And, but yeah, welcome to Sleep With Me, by the way. This is a podcast that's here to keep you company and take your mind off of stuff so you can fall asleep. Pardon my tangent, but that's what comes with the show. Pardon my tangent. If I had a game show, I don't know if that would be a good one, but if I had a Jackbox game, it would be Pardon My Tangent. I'd have to figure that out, how it'd be. What do you say? Okay, well, you're clearly not a game designer. It's a Pardon My Tangent. Things Scooter might say. It'd be an endless list, but for 1,000, pardon my what is? Pardon my tangent. He would say like that too. Pardon my tangerine. He may say that when he's shopping at Trader Joe's if he spilled his tangerines. Another question to put out there in the world. Mandarins and tangerines. Mandarins, easier to peel, smaller. Tangerine, I can picture when it's opened, but questions about oranges. What is? This is the answers though on Jeopardy. What is tangerine? There's nectarine. No, nectarines in the stone fruit family. Just happens to rhyme with tangerine, so it confused me. Okay, welcome to Sleep With Me. This is a podcast that's here to keep you company and take your mind off so you can fall asleep. It just happened to be an orange, right? Anyway, but what we got coming up, if you're new, just stick around. I'll explain everything in a long, meandering, tangential way. Regular listeners, though, glad you're here. But we got coming up as support so that paying for the show is optional, particularly if you're new or you only come around once in a while. Then a long, meandering intro meant to ease you into bedtime. And then there'll be our discussion of the Trader Joe's Fearless Flyer. This show does take some getting used to if you're new. Give it a few shots. I'm just here to help and hang with you, take your mind off stuff so you can fall asleep. So if you're new, occasional listener, you come here when you need the show or you're going through a tough time, we're here to help. And the way we're able to help, though, is the people that listen night after night, year after year, whose lives are greatly improved by Sleep With Me when they support the show directly or support our sponsors. So if Sleep With Me has greatly improved your life, these are the ways you could opt in and actually greatly improve the life of Sleep With Me. Here you go. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, Helix. And oh boy, am I excited because my Helix is on its way. I took the Helix quiz after I moved. You know, some of my sleeping preferences changed. So I took the quiz. I got matched with the perfect mattress for me and how I sleep, how I like to sleep cool and my needs. You know, but what about you? The winter season is on us. And with it being cooler, are you going to spend more time indoors, relaxing with family, playing games, watching TV? Maybe even if you have a cold, you know, you're really going to want a comfortable mattress then. So it's the perfect time to invest in a new mattress. Helix has you covered. Because we all have different ways we like our mattresses to feel. We all have different sleep positions, you know, different levels of firmness we like. So here's the thing. Take that Helix quiz, helixsleep.com/sleep, because Helix is going to match you with the perfect mattress based on your personal preferences and sleep needs. Makes buying a mattress so easy. And like I said, you know, I like to sleep cooler. I sleep on my side. I sleep on my stomach. But I've developed a fondness for firmer mattresses now. So I was looking for something like that. And the Helix quiz worked it all out for me. I'm just waiting. Every day I hear the doorbell. I'm like, is that my new Helix? So you could be sleeping in a new Helix while I'm sleeping in a new Helix. We'll have one more thing in common. And no matter what this colder season brings, we know we'll both be comfortable. But the best part is Helix always has a deal for our listeners. So go to helixsleep.com/sleep for 25% off site-wide during their weekend flash sale. That's helixsleep.com/sleep for this weekend flash sale offer, 25% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody. Everybody, Scoots here, and you know, when I wake up in the morning, I try to take some downtime, some quiet time before I get my day started. But as soon as that quiet time's over, my brain's bouncing around. What all the things I got to do? I'm forgetting the things I got to do. I'm jumping from one thing to the other. I try to drink some coffee to boost my focus, but it ends up making me jittery. And I have a couple tools at work, you know, meditation, pausing. It can be a struggle, and I do have a lot to accomplish every day. So I'm always on the lookout. What else can help me focus, get things done, but that doesn't have a downside? And that's what I love about our new sponsor. It solves some of those problems. And I'm talking about Everyday Dose, which is coffee plus benefits. Everyday Dose combines high-quality coffee with powerful ingredients like lion's mane and chaga, collagen, protein, and nootropics to fuel your brain, boost focus, and give you clean, sustained energy all day long. And it's delicious. It tastes just like coffee, but there's no downsides. There's no crash, no jitters, just clean, sustained energy. And then I can get to focusing on what's important, putting you to sleep, right? So if you get those coffee jitters, if you wake up and you say, man, I wish there was something to help me focus on what's important, that tastes good, well, you got to check out Everyday Dose. Right now, get 61% off your first Coffee Plus starter kit, free Peppermint Mocha Creamer Plus for the holidays, and over $100 in free gifts. Plus, enter for a chance to win $100 cash or get your entire order refunded. Visit everydaydose.com/sleep or use sleep at checkout. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody, Scoots here. I just wanted to let you know that we're having a huge sale, 20% off 3 months for Sleep With Me Plus subscribers, new subscribers. You could sign up if you've been on the fence, but you say, man, I heard all those messages you said, Scoots, but I was really looking for a deal as well. Well, we have a deal now till the end of the year. You can get ad-free episodes, ad-free story-only episodes. You can become a Boar friend or a Boar bestie and save 20% off 3 months at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Oh, Mystery Bard. A lot of people help out on the show. Who are they?
Chris Posty Poster Son sounds like an earful. Wrote the theme song. Carl W. the Legend. Also Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Eric and the team at Astound are on the website. I am the Mystery Bard. I do the lullabies, yeah. I do commissions at jonathanmann.net. I'll write a song for you. Any reason at all. You can tell me the story and I'll make it personal. You see the kindness shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your moderators. Get support, dear Scooter, on Patreon. Buy the merch and support the sponsors. You can find anything you want at sleepwithmepodcast.com. And we're so proud that we could dance. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Anna like banana. Leah does the transcripts.
All right, hey, everybody, during this holiday season, you should gift yourself the gift of sleep phones with Sleep With Me branded sleep phones. We got a few different ones. And you could get those at sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones. That's the only place you could get the Sleep With Me versions of sleep phones. Sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones. And use the promo code SLEEPWITHME at checkout to get a discount. That's sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones and use Sleep With Me at checkout. Thanks, everybody. What do you say we get on with the show? Hey, are you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep. We do it with a bedtime story. All you need to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to do the rest. What I'm going to attempt to do is create a safe place where you can set aside whatever is keeping you awake, whether that's thoughts, things on your mind, like feelings, anything coming up for you emotionally, feelings like physical sensations, emotions, changes in time, temperature, routine, motion. There's emotion. There's also motion. Like you could be experiencing some kind of motion on train, boat, plane, wherever. Could be changes in time, temperature, routine. You could you could be having guests. You could be a guest. Could you be having guests? I don't think there's some sort of person that's an expert at constructing sentences is like, no. Well, you could be having guests, but what about behaving guests? Could I just pretend I behave in guests? That's actually not a sentence. I behave in guests. Is behavin's like a verb, right? Subject, verb, object. It's just it's a sentence. It's just confusing. You just don't know what it means. Well, sentences convey meaning. Oh, there's deep meaning. I behave in guests it doesn't get any deeper than that. So deep, in fact, I'm going to have to go spelunking. Pardon the lack of spelling to figure out what it means. Okay, so whatever it is that's keeping you awake, I'm here to keep you company and take your mind off of it so you can fall asleep. And the only reason I run through some of the things that are could be keeping you awake is so you know you're not alone. And I know that's weird because this is a podcast and it's indirect and I'm talking to you directly, but that there's other people listening and you really don't know me, right? But I could tell you, my sleep has been challenged for a while now. And this week, or the past 3 nights, I haven't looked at how well I slept last night because I know last night I slept better than the 2 nights before. But it's been a challenge. I've been going through different things. I'm getting ready to move. And even though I've been practicing all the stuff I know I'm supposed to practice, and even though when I go to bed, I feel like my head is clear and I'm doing my bedtime routine, and I'm not, I don't have a lot on my mind on a deeper level. Clearly I do because, In addition to not being able to getting to sleep or maybe getting to sleep for 15 minutes, waking back up repeatedly and then being wide awake, well before I slept 8 hours. So I know what that's like for me right now. And that was already after dealing with stuff. I don't know exactly what it's like for you, but if it's similar to what I'm dealing with, even if it's the feelings are the same or the thoughts are the same or the distress is the same, I'd really like to help you out. But whatever it is that brought you here, whatever it is that's keeping you from getting the sleep you desire and need, the thing is there's enough people listening that someone out there is listening who can relate to whatever it is you're dealing with, and they're rooting for you. We root for one another around here. And in addition to behaving guests, I behave in guests. But we like there's people who can relate to what you're dealing with, and they say, "Man, I hope this podcast helps you," or introduces you another podcast that helps you get some sleep because you deserve it, and I know what that's like. And they feel good about that. Like it feels good to root for other listeners that are struggling with something similar to what you struggled with because you get it. And you could send that to them across the deep, dark night, a gift of welcome. And you could receive it. And both things can feel good, right? So, I don't know. We all get to be a part of that thing. And because the reality is you deserve a bedtime where you could get the rest you need. That it's not a struggle to get to sleep. And I know I'll get through this transition I'm going through, and then I'll probably get some good sleep on the other side. And I'll just keep practicing what I know how to practice, right? But we all deserve a bedtime that we don't dread, that doesn't have rigmarole. and that we could at least just feel neutral about. If not, look forward to. Say, well, at least I got that sleep podcast. I mean, tonight I'm going to read my book, then I'm going to listen to a little Duerme Conmigo, which is a version of Sleep With Me in Spanish, and then I'll see what happens. But I don't know. That's why I make the show. If I can offer you any relief or comfort, or just say, if you can't sleep at all, at least I got someone to hang out with me and keep me company, and I feel like I'm a part of something, and a part of something that's a little bit silly. So that's my goal around here, so that tomorrow, or when you start getting the rest you need on a regular basis, your life is better. It's more manageable, and then you could be out there in the world flourishing. And if that's the case, that's a huge success for not just for me, but for your world and our entire world. We need you in our world, right? Makes our world a better place to be in. So that's what I hope to accomplish. But even if I just make things less miserable, that's a pretty strong, makes me feel, it gives me esteem to know that it's like, well, you made it a little bit less miserable for me. Say, sweet. Job done. I guess behaving or whatever. I forgot what I was saying before. I behave and guessed. I'm misbehaving guest. So what other things do you need to know? Well, I kind of talked about this earlier. Most people, when they get here, and this may be your experience, whatever brought you here, you might not like the show at first. You might be confused. You may be skeptical, doubtful, frustrated, tired, moody. I mean, I am today. This last 3 days, I was like, I had too much to do too. I'm like, can I just put things on hold? Because I didn't use the term moody. It was more like a gloomy, like a gloomy, moody mood. This sounds like a little, I'm going to lay down a gloomy, moody mood now. If I could get on, is it Friday or Monday? Wednesday. If I could get on Wednesday's show, season 3, maybe I could do that. But I'll just put out there in the world. Probably already. What if I was only joking about if it was Friday or Monday? I did that. My daughter said, "It's Wednesday, Dad." I said, "Okay, Wednesday. What's on?" I didn't try. I actually didn't try that bit. Wednesday. What's on Wednesday? So, because I knew the eye roll was coming. So, what was I talking about? Oh, most people don't like me when they get here. And for most listeners, including the people that have supported the show almost the entire time and support it month after month so we can make the show, they said they didn't like the show when they first got here. There's including people that said, I had such strong non-positive feelings about you that I like immediately bailed. But then years later, I rediscovered the show and I realized, oh, after the second time, so technically my third listen, I realized, oh, he's serious about this silliness. And he really is always going nowhere. He is a guest behaving or whatever. I'm not a misbehaving guest. Sometimes mild misbehaving. Is there a song like Ain't That Misbehaving or a musical about misbehaving? I think so. Anyway, so most people don't like me at first. So if you don't like the show or you're not sure about it, just give it. If you do, that's great. And it is like somewhat rare, because why wouldn't you be skeptical or doubtful? For a lot of us, you get stumbled upon the show. It's different. And you say, well, I thought you were going to put me to sleep. And I say, well, I'm more here to keep you company while you fall asleep, but I get what you're saying. So yeah, that's what I'm here to do, is keep you company, take your mind off stuff so you could fall asleep. But it does take some getting used to. So just give it a few tries. If you find out, or you already know right now this podcast is not for you, don't worry. Everything I said up to this point is still true. You still deserve bedtime where you can get the rest you need. So I have a website set up, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you. And it has other links and stuff to other sleep podcasts and sleepy stuff, so that you could find something that works for you, because you still deserve a good night's sleep. So that's one thing. Most people don't like me. Some people never do. Or probably most people never do. I mean, if everybody that listens to the show, but that's fine. That's just the way, the show is a different acquired taste for people that are looking for something a little bit different, a little bit off the, a guest behaving. So you sound like you're misbehaving when you keep going back to that. Say, caught me. You must, maybe the show is for you. So that's one thing. Also, this is a podcast that's not here to put you to sleep. I'm here to keep you company while you fall asleep, which is a bit different. I'm here to be your friend in the deep, dark night. But I'm not here for you to be like, listen, like it's a podcast you don't listen to. So it's kind of like background noise, TV on in the other room, show streaming under your pillow, out of focus picture, talking to a roommate or a friend that you're not really paying attention to, a podcast or a novelization or audiobook. You say, okay, yeah, that's not exactly what you're not totally listening to it. It's like a background noise you could listen to if you need to. And it's a sleep podcast, but there's no pressure to fall asleep with this show. My job is not to put you to sleep. That's the reason the shows are over an hour. My job is to hang out, keep you company, and take your mind off of stuff so you could fall asleep. So you just wake up tomorrow and say, I don't even know when I was stopped listening. You think he was talking about plants at Trader Joe's or his future Trader Joe. My future Trader Joe. Instead of, you say, do you got a future romantic? No, I'm planning, I'm going to move. I'm going to check out the new Trader Joe. There's only one where I'm moving to, so it's going to be interesting. It's a limited Trader Joe pool for me, as always, just like the listeners. This show's not for everybody. In this case, I will have to make it work with this Trader Joe, or I'll have to drive to the next city. But I'll definitely go on a Trader Joe's road trip. So what was I saying? Oh, most people don't. My job's not to put you to sleep. There's no pressure to fall asleep. There's people listening who can't sleep at all, or who need a break during the day. And I'm here to the very end, whether you're awake or asleep, because my job is to keep you company, to be your boar friend, your boar bay, your neighbor, your boar bee, your boars, your boarman, your Boris Borloff, your best boar friend forever, your chairman of the boards, your did I say boar bay, boar sib, boar cuz, boar bruh, your best boar friend forever. I think I said some of those twice, but that's fine. Being a boar friend forever is so nice, I say it thrice. So I just accidentally thought of, I was like, wait, thrice and twice rhyme? Say that. I'm just here to be your friend and keep you company. And then you fall asleep, or maybe you already fell asleep or not. But that leads me into this, explaining what the structure of the show is. I explain what the structure of the show is every episode, because it's always someone's first time or their second time or their third time listening, or their first time listening this far. And I want to meet you where you are, because that's where the biggest questions come up. And the cool thing about podcasts, and this podcast in general, this podcast specifically, is that they're very adaptable. So let me explain to you why we structure the show the way we do. It's to benefit the maximum amount of people we can. And the structure goes like this. We start off with a greeting. Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So everybody feels seen and welcomed in. Then I may say something silly that I already forgot, tangents and tangerines or whatever. So you say, okay, I feel welcome, and I think I get the tone of the show. Then after that is support. So the podcast is not behind a paywall. And it goes out to as many people as we can, because we've got a lot of new listeners and a lot of people who only listen when they're going through a tough time. And I want the show to be free for them, or anybody that isn't in a position to support the show. And that's possible because the people, if you prefer something, that's possible because of the support, which comes after the intro, and the people that are actively involved in the support. So, but if you're new or you only listen occasionally, don't worry about it. We got you. The other listeners, the super listeners got you. So after the support, though, is a show within a show. It's the intro of the podcast, totally separate from the support. It's about 15 to 20 minutes long, where I explain what the podcast is, but it takes me 15 to 20 minutes. And I follow a familiar structure every time, but different tangents come up and pointless meanders. So that's always familiar, but it has variety every single time. So whatever it is that's keeping you awake has something fresh to take your mind off of stuff. Now, the reason it's 15 to 20 minutes long is to ease you into bedtime, because just falling asleep instantly has never happened really for me, even when I've been really tired. I mean, unless it's been a surprise, and so having a wind down routine is an important part of bedtime, and it's nice to get eased into bedtime, and we kind of hang out as a community, and we're all here together, chilling out and winding out. Some people are asleep, a small percentage of listeners, but a lot of people are getting ready for bed. They're in bed getting comfortable. They're doing some sort of chill wind down activity. And, it's like it's a buffer between being awake and asleep. Now, if you decide you want a show without intros, in your podcast app, listener and ad supported is Bedtime Stories from Sleep With Me, which you could check out. If you prefer something without sponsors or ads or me asking for support, you could get that on Sleep With Me Plus. And also you get tons of story-only stuff on Sleep With Me Plus and other perks. But for now, if you're new, just give the show a few tries, because the intro, we kind of hang out. You get eased into bedtime. You have a little buffer between being awake and asleep. And then I'll talk about Fearless Flyers. And the thing is, we put out 3 episodes a week. Every episode is a little bit different. Some are classics, and usually there's 2 new ones every week. And we shuffle the styles of the show so you could find your favorites and build playlists. There's over 600 episodes here in this listener ad supported version. So we can find whatever works for you. But overall, I'm just here to keep you company and take your mind off stuff so you could fall asleep, because you deserve a good night's sleep. And we're all rooting for that fact. And myself and the team of people that work in the show, we work really hard, because we yearn and strive. We really want to help you fall asleep. So if this podcast has greatly improved your life and your relationship with sleep, if you could think about supporting the show directly or supporting these sponsors, it will greatly improve the future of this show too. Thanks. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, Uncommon Goods. Uncommon Goods puts the joy back in giving. But yeah, the holidays are almost here, and if you still have names on your list, don't worry about it. Uncommon Goods will take that holiday stress away. They have thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts you can't find anywhere else. You'll discover presents that feel meaningful and personal, never rushed or last minute. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, so every gift feels special and thoughtfully chosen. And you can just go on there. It's so easy. Like, I was thinking of my nephew and his love of musical theater, and then I was like, there's trivia, there's puzzles, there's books. But you could try that with any person in your life. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, from moms and dads to kids and teens, from book lovers and sports fans to foodies, mixologists, and gardeners. You'll find unforgettable gifts that are anything but ordinary. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Every purchase is a chance to choose something remarkable and feel good about where your money goes. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. So don't wait. Make this holiday the year you give something truly unforgettable. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/sleep. That's uncommongoods.com/sleep for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, ZocDoc. And I'll just tell you right up front, you got to check out ZocDoc, because 2026 is going to be a new year for me, new insurance, new care providers, and I'm so glad I have an option like ZocDoc. Because this year is going to be one more year under my, the old experience belt, as they say, the life experience belt. And that means I want to have a good relationship with the doctor I could talk to and trust, whether it's about my sleep issues around stress, or anything else. I just have a question. I say, hey, what about this? Or what about this thing? I want to be comfortable. I want to feel heard. And I also want to be able to get an appointment with a doctor who takes my insurance. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical need you might have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. Appointments made through ZocDoc also happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. More often than not, you can even get same-day appointments. And like I said, I'm going to be using ZocDoc in 2026. It just gives me so much relief with my move, with getting new insurance. I know I've got an option that works. So you should check it out too. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/sleep to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/sleep. ZocDoc.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody. All right, everybody, Scoots here. And sorry about the breathiness. In my hand is in the joy, bedtime joy. But in my hand is my first Fearless Flyer, not from the Bay Area, fall 2025. This is how we're starting this episode. I'm not sure if we're going to finish it with this. And the reason I have joy in my heart, which I don't know if it's something, is last night. I made my first visit to my new Trader Joe's, and I really was like, thank goodness. Here's the thing. Most of my grocery shopping, let me explain a couple things about old Scoots. I eat most of my meals at home. I prepare most of my own food, or for food for me and my daughter in the past. And most of the food I purchase is at Trader Joe's. Now, occasionally I'll need other items that I'll have to go to other grocery stores for, stuff that Trader Joe's doesn't sell. But for the most part, I do most of my grocery shopping at Trader Joe's. And I realize that non-Trader Joe's shoppers may say, but I found that it's not just value, it's the value and the quality. So getting there was just a relief because it just didn't seem like it was an oasis in a desert. Not that Syracuse is a desert or anything, but like, because it is a little bit of a journey to get there. And I went to a high school soccer game first to see some people I knew that were involved in that team. And I made a night of it. Night at kicking at a Trader Joe's. And of course, I only had like 4 things on my list, but I bought much more. But I was so happy they had the Fearless Flyer. And you say, okay, tell me about it. And I said, well, the layout's wrong. And I mean, I only say that joking because it's different than the one at home. Like I would say it's a left to right layout versus a right to left layout. And all I mean is that, or maybe it's like it's just like when you go in, you start on your left where I would go in. I guess that's a left to right layout, which there are other Trader Joe's in the Bay Area. Most of the other ones I would have gone to. Let's see, there's only 2 other ones I ever went to. Like I went to one in Emeryville. That was a left to right layout. Then the one in Oakland Lakeshore, that was a left to right layout. And then there's one in Walnut Creek I went to a few times. That one was somewhat right to left. Oh, Rock Ridge, that was right to left, somewhat. A little modified right to left. Rock Ridge is probably my second most, and that was only because I had a 50-minute appointment every Wednesday evening, and sometimes I would go grocery shopping after that. So what do I mean by right to left? So when you go in on my Trader Joe's that I spent the most time at, I would start on the right. There would be vegetables on the right, like vegetable coolers, then other coolers with fish, meat, cheese, other stuff, and then the veggies in fruits in the middle, and then the coffee. That was like a main section. Those are where I do most of my purchasing anyway. On this one, you go in, and a lot of the other left to right ones, and everything's on your left as soon as you go in, and you proceed clockwise, where I guess I've been a counterclockwise shopper for so long. So yeah, it's just really nice to be back in a place that's familiar but different. As far as like I needed I like most of I find the Trader Joe's coffee. I don't grind my own coffee. I make my own cold brew. And having that Trader Joe's ground espresso blend or whatever they call it is an essential part of my routine. Also needed butter because and olive oil, coffee filters, what other stuff I actually needed. I can't remember. A couple of vegetables. I guess I didn't need those. I wanted vegetables. Forgot to get creamer. But anyway, let's run through this Fearless Flyer. That's just a little check-in. If you're saying to yourself, for the love of sleep, why are you in a good mood? That's why. Okay, so this one I like that it's purple. Some of the things is purple and orange, which has become like traditional Halloween colors, like as far as lights go and Fearless Flyers. I do like that. I don't have my reading glasses, so some of this is going to be tough because I'm in an interim recording location. Let's see. We got maple spiced nut mix. And this one I'm not sure if I had a 2024 or 2025, or no, 2023, 2024, probably wasn't a 2025 vintage. And these are really good, sweet nuts. And yeah, they got like a little bit of rosemary tinge, herbaceousness, sweet, crunchy. They are delicious. I just don't have a lot of, I go with the 50% almonds, though I did buy the spiced cocktail canned snack mix for when I want some snacking. But these are really good. If you like sweet and savory nuts, buttery maple rosemary glaze, crisp pizzas for complimentary crunch. So there you get your alliteration, dried cranberries. This is a nice one, or if you're having guests or something. There's a ship talking about different products. I can't quite read it because I don't have my glasses. And there's like a fish friend. Oh, there's like a seahorse. It says, I wouldn't exactly call myself a seahorse. I'd like to think of myself as a A+ horse. That's funny. Okay, Harvest vegetable hash, egg white bites. These could be interesting. Quick breakfast. Could be tough. This one is egg whites, cottage cheese, Asiago, and Harvest vegetables, sweet potato, onion. Okay, so it's a pass for me because sweet butternut squash. I don't, do a lot of root vegetables, so that's just me. And you got rosemary, sage, and white pepper. But that could be good for somebody. Then the best thing since sliced bread. Is that a headline cliche? Perhaps. This is Trader Joe's sliced apple cinnamon sourdough bread. Well, this would make probably some good French toast. Maybe how thick is it? In fact, as the first item tasted during the TJ's holiday tasting panel, a tough gig indeed. The panelists were still raving about this bread. So it's gently fermented for its characteristic tang, chewy crust, open crumb. Tender sliced apple, warm cinnamon, brown sugar. Wow, this sounds delicious. It's got that savory sourdough edge. Oh, actually, this would be good for, too bad it's not whole wheat, because it would be good for P2B&J. Could have a butter for breakfast or snack, base of a sandwich, grilled cheese with red Leicester and caramelized onions and thin apple. And that's $4.99 a loaf, sliced. All right, page 2. Two big misses for me on these. I didn't see these, but I didn't know about them. So two contemplated ones I didn't buy, and then 2 I didn't know about, but I would have definitely bought. So let's go with the 2 I didn't buy. Pumpkin spice cold brew concentrate. This was on my maybe list. I had to try to practice some kind of self-control, right? Okay, so this is pumpkin spice coffee, but you're not in the mood for hot coffee? Hey, have the cold brew concentrate. It's brewed 12 hours, and it's lush, fruity iteration, pumpkin spice blend, cinnamon, ginger, clove, and nutmeg, orange peel, unsweetened, 1 part to 2 parts water, milk, or non-dairy beverage. And you could go from there. And then you could try stopping it with something we're going to mention later. It's 32 ounces for $9.99. What a value. The only reason I didn't get this is because I was trying to practice self-control. I was already brewing my own non-pumpkin spice cold brew. And in the fridge was not a cold brew concentrate, but like a cold brew, sweetened cold brew mix from another grocery store that I bought when I was here dropping my daughter off at college, staying here, that no one ever drank. And I know it's like, I think I got to just pour it out. But so I may buy that. It's always good to have backup cold brew. And it might be good, and it's not sweetened, which I like. And then there's sugar cookie dough pumpkins. These you've seen on the big brand version before. It's a classic sugar cookie, but when made in the right way, it's finished product better than its parts. This cookie has a pumpkin design on it. There are 12 ready-to-bake discs of sugar cookie dough. It's a pumpkin, and the orange pumpkin in the middle. And you just take them out, just put them in and cook them. It's real easy, $3.99. And I think I just didn't buy these because, one, I didn't need them. And I said, if these are like the big brand ones, then they're kind of a letdown. But then I was like, oh, wait a second. Now that I'm reading them, like, so easy, $3.99 for 12 cookies. $3.99 for 12 cookies. I could get into that. So we'll see on that. Then we have salt. So I wish I saw this. I would have bought it. Salted maple cold foam creamer. Cold foam's a big trend. It's just I think it's just whipped cream. But I don't know. My daughter had a bunch of cold foam in our fridge. And it did take her forever to finish it. But I love salted maple. So this is salted maple cold foam creamer. It's cold foam, sweet and savory, salted maple. Turn any iced coffee with the celebration of fall flavors. Comes with a nozzle for easy application. It's just like canned whipped cream. Could put Earl Grey or matcha, $4.49. So that's definitely on my buy list. An apple pie spread. Apple pie any time of the year, but this is extra special autumn, huh? It's a soft bite of cooked apple, sweet cinnamon. This would be good for, let's see what they say. Apple pie spread for our shelves. It's made by the same people who do the cinnamon roll spread. It's got chopped apples, brown sugar, and butter, cinnamon, and sea salt. Put on an English muffin, waffle, or piece of toast. Pumpkin loaf. It's like apple pie filling in every bite. I love apple pie, so that sounds great. It does sound like, man, what about that sourdough toast? It's like a dessert, a quick dessert. Okay, then we have the legendary, I can't buy this for sure because the last time we moved, Koa ate this in 2018, Trader Joe's chocolate cookie Casper house kit. It contains very little cocoa, which we found out when we investigated. At least in 2018 it did. But it's kind of like a gingerbread house, but it's chocolate, and it's made for Casper's. It's $9.99. Could be really fun. Fun group activity if you get more than one. And but I can't buy it. Like, that was the one time. Ko really wasn't that kind of dog that would jump up on stuff and eat stuff. And I think it was Halloween. I'm almost positive. And me and my daughter had made it. And we put it on a sheet pan to dry. And we left it somewhere that we thought was out of the way. But somehow Koa got to it and helped herself. And then we were like, wait a second, does this have cocoa in it? But we examined it and it had very little. So Koa ended up being totally fine, other than saying, you're grounded. No trick-or-treating for you. Pumpkin spice mini sheet cake, $5.99. I wonder if this is anything like a carrot cake, This is $5.99 for an 18-ounce cake, and it's their mini sheet cakes. Trader Joe's has become quite famous for these. And then we have juicy apple gummy candies. Sweet apple gummy candies, sour apple. We love sour apples, but these are juicy apple. It's a mix of sweet red apples and sour green apple gummies. Joyously juicy center. So you get that alliteration. And Yeah, that's like some of the other gummy suppliers. $2.49. I think that's great, but it would just in my like it'd be me, it would just be stay in the cupboard till like 20 for years. Chrysanthemums, mum's the word. Every exact varietals, they got different pots. And Trader Joe's place all year long. Fall floral MVP, mum. Then spices plus cider equals happily ever after. A reliable autumn indicator for more than 20 years. I prefer regular cider to spice cider. But maybe I should try it. Cinnamon, allspice, and clove. Soothing seasonal warmth, even over ice. There's no added sugars. It's $4.49. Scented candle trio. I didn't see this. I did buy 2 candles for my restroom. Just in general, like to smell it up nice. Pumpkin, vanilla, and like some sort of forest one. And I just took the top off. Waxy Wonders, Beloved Fall Edition. What do we got? Falling Leaves, crisp falling leaves, sweet vanilla woods, and spiced pear. Terrific trifecta. Autumnal aromas. They got a lot of good alliteration. Oh, and they're in glass. $9.99. I think I'm good on candles, so I should just say Scoots, you're probably good on candles for your restroom and everywhere. Cinnamon roll lip mask. What's a lip mask? Who says moisturizing is just for faces? Lips need love too. That's like a Samantha Fox song. Lips need love too. Lucky for you. Tradition. Cinnamon roll lip mask. Perk it up. Hydration heavy hitters. Shea butter, coconut oil, vitamin E. And smells and tastes fantastic too. I can't picture how that would work. I might try it just to see how it would work. Okay, we got pumpkin samosas, mini spicy delicious. What's in them? Pumpkin maybe? They're mini samosas. Golden flaky pastry. Instead of potatoes, sweet pumpkin. Partnered with paneer cheese, savory spices, garam masala, cumin, coriander, chili powder, and fennel. I mean, those are some good spices, so that's a possibility. Okay, another almond one. This is Trader Joe's maple brown butter flavored almonds. Sea salt. I wonder if these are enrobed. So I think I've had these before. They look like candies, right? Because if they're fully enrobed. And those are sweet and crunchy. Then we have cheese party tray, Jack of all flavors, Jack cheese in a variety of styles, mild and creamy Monterey. Aromatic and piquant, garlic, basil jack, zesty and briny tomato olive jack, and then a parsley and herb jack. That does sound good. Is that all? That's a platter of cheese, $7.99. That might be good for sandwiches for a week or two. Make your own sandwich or burger station. There you go. How about pumpkin cranberry crisps? How about them? What are they? Seasonal snacking favorite for 12 years and counting. Small flavorful crackers, twice baked construction, loaf-shaped dough, biscotti, baked again, not unlike biscotti. Rounded out with real pumpkin, abundance of tart cranberries. So those are good especially for cheese. You eat a lot of cheese, you know. Okay, we got a couple of things here. We got trimmed leeks. Leeks might not be the most widely discussed veggies, that are highly valued by cooks that use them. Mild flavor, like onion, garlic, and chives. Milder than a scallion. They are really good for soups and stews, or a casserole. Or even in like one of those like creamy, cheesy things. Gratin, I would say. So if you're seeking a novel side, why not feature the trimmed leeks in the center of their own dish? You brown them in the pan with olive oil, then braise them with some stock and white wine with butter for good measure. That sounds good. That's trimmed leeks, $2.99. Building a better butter. This is Trader Joe's butter with brown sugar and maple syrup. Made at the creamery in small batches. It does sound good. It's a boon to breakfast dishes of all kinds. Pumpkin brioche, maybe sockeye salmon, $2.99. Okay, spaghetti with meat and sauce. Is this already ready to go? Let's see. Meat and sauce. Oh, it's in the freezer. Yeah, it's a rib sticking dish. They make their own spaghetti in with bronze dice or dye, which helps it cling. And this sauce is tangy, beef and pork, rich savory bite. 4-ounce tray serves 1 or 2, $4.49, 27 grams of protein. Okay, this next one sounds good. Maybe like I got to read more about it, but really could be good with add in some chicken or something. As a category of a dish, curry is a remarkably wide range, thick and umami, like Japanese curries to bold, aromatic Indian curries, and creamy coconut-based Thai curries. This is Trader Joe's red Thai curry soup, and it's in the red curry canyon. It's a spoonful of this soup carries hints of garlic, ginger, lemongrass, what it already has, herbs and spices, a flavor of sauce that carries chicken already in there with fresh pumpkin, bell peppers, and green beans. Well, that sounds like a perfect dinner. A 20-ounce tub. I mean, yeah, for sure. Okay, next up is wild sockeye salmon. Is this fresh or frozen? Because that's a pretty big deal for me. Frozen salmon just doesn't do it for me. Oh, on this page we have one of Ko's favorites. So that's good. Okay, wild sockeye salmon. So it's wild caught. Yeah, fresh, good, rich in texture. Wild caught salmon in the cold waters off Alaska. Filet, brush it with olive oil. $14.99 a pound in the refrigerator. Okay. It doesn't say never frozen, does it? But it is refrigerated. And it might just be me. It might just be my relationship with Trader Joe's frozen salmon. Because I think the fresh salmon I've always had it just gets too dense for me. Like the whole thing about salmon is having it be like light and flaky. But it could also be a case of not defrosting it properly or my cooking. Fresh fennel. Don't get fresh with me, fennel. Fine fresh fennel. Aromatic, licorice-like flavor. Crisp texture, layers like an onion, could be compared to celery, citrusly flavored leaves, you could be used to flavor anything, makes a great salad, could be roasted at high temperatures, it goes in soups and pastas, fresh fennel, $3.69. Okay, this is something, Ko doesn't regularly eat this anymore, but she loves it. Cruciferous Crunch Collection, kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, green, and real red cabbage. And they're all cruciferous, and they're in the Cruciferous Crunch collection. I do like to add this to other salads to give it a little cruciferous crunch. I don't enjoy it, or I'll roast it, but I do prefer it like you say, like you go 70%, like some sort of butter, icebergy, lighter salad greens, and they put the Cruciferous Crunch in there. That's $2.79, and it usually lasts a long time compared to other salads in the fridge. I mean, 10 days versus 5 days. Don't quote me on any of those numbers. Dutch yellow potatoes, waxy red, not too firm, round in shape. Make great slices for roasting. Boil quickly for mashing. Those are $3.79. Pumpkin O's cereal. These are $2.99. They're just pumpkin flavored O cereal. So yeah, I mean, it could be into that. There's a crow talking about it. Then these apple cider donuts. I didn't buy them this time. Maybe I will before the season's out. These are ones I did retract my heart. Like I had them a second time or a third time, and I retracted my pass of them and said they were pretty good, but I don't think I had them in 2025 at all. So I probably issued my retraction in 2024 or issued a retraction in 2025 because I had them. I think I even had some that I froze and ate later. and they were good. Like my criticism in the past was that they were too dense. Like you want a donut that's light and airy, or I mean, if you're buying in a supermarket, say, okay, if it's somewhat light and airy, that's okay. The flavor was fine. It was just the density. And I mean, I had 2 different batches, just, clarify that when I was criticizing it, but I did retract it because then the last time I said, okay, these are reasonably light and airy. And they're flavorful because they have that cinnamon sugar apple cider taste. Pick up some pumpkin biscuit. I won't because I just don't eat sweet. I'm just not in. I can't eat root vegetables, and I just don't get along. I'm not even sure. Or gourds, and I mean, I do. You say, are you? Well, I'm a Gordon. You're a Gorgon? No, definitely not. Gordon? No. I'm a Gordon. I guess I am I don't eat gourds. I mean, unless unknowingly I eat them. Well, just, I can't quite put I mean, I think they're not supposed to be sweet or savory in my opinion. I mean, do like looking at a well-carved pumpkin. So I guess, yeah, it's not, I'm not standing on any high ground here, being Gordon. Yeah, you are a are you sure you're not a Goron? You just changed one letter on that? Well, you could call me that. I guess, yeah, call me Goron. I like that. Yeah, I mean, if you need to call me something, or you could call me maybe. But yeah, don't call me. I mean, saying Gordon doesn't make a lot of sense. Harvest Blend Herbal Tea. I can't buy tea just because I don't drink enough of it. And this year, Holy Free Cycle and a couple other places to give away free stuff. I gave away a lot of free tea on there. What do we got? Pumpkin cider. I think these have alcohol in them. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. I didn't almost buy something. I was investigating a product. Maybe it'll be in here at Trader Joe's. Only to find out it was alcohol product. And I said, oh, bummer. Okay, so we got red Leicester cheese, Leicester cheese, or whatever, however you say that. This was good. I think I bought this in 2024 too. Very good. 6.3 ounce wheel. If I was going to get it back into, I mean, if I had the lifestyle where I could be eating cheese and crackers all the time, I would. I just can't. So, I mean, occasionally. So maybe I'll plan this for my holiday season. I'll plan a cheese board. Or the yet to be created Sleep With Me podcast butterboard. Okay, fabulously fully cooked chicken sausage. This used to be a major staple of my daughter and I's diet, just for convenience. You could brown it and throw it in with pasta or something else. And flavorful. Haven't had it in a while, but I mean, yeah, it's really good. There's a sweet apple and chicken one for $4.29. But they also have, this is other stuff you could prepare it with. I mean, they're really good and they're fully cooked. So it's like, for me, what I do is I buy it, I put it in the freezer, then I take it out like the day or two ahead of time and then got it going. Sandwich cookies for dogs. Maple and sweet potato flavored sandwich cookies for dogs. I don't know, maybe Trader Co will have those, maybe not. We'll have to see. A pizza Gouda cheese, a new limited cheese. It's going to be Gouda soon. Made in the Netherlands. Recipe includes marinated tomatoes, garlic, and oregano. A pizza cheese. Okay, a pizza cheese. This sounds delicious, actually. I mean, for making pizza and adding it to pizza. So I got to check that out. $12.99 a pound as your secondary cheese. Okay, let's see if I can see. Yumak Bob. That's from the Korean. Food, it's hearty stuffed rice balls, rising star in global street food. Can be filled with any fillings and seasonings or any number of them. On the go bite or as a miniature meal or all on its own. These ones are made with plant-based bulgogi, seasoned vegetables, and about a minute in the microwave until they're ready to eat. And they're in the shape of a closed hand. Oh no, Trader Joe's ones traditionally. Trader Joe's are more middle, pyramidal. You say pyramidal, I say pyramidal. Malcolm, remember that show Malcolm in the Pyramidal? It was that was like it didn't last. It was like a reimagining of Malcolm in the Middle. Malcolm in the Pyramidal. And if you ever watched that show and then you saw the skating show, you could see how the brilliance of someone that could become Walter White. Butternut squash mac and cheese or butternut squash risotto. I mean, those are both passes for me, but they might be yeses for you. Heat and eat beef, bean, and cheese burritos. I make these on my own, but this is one of the classic hearty homemade recipe: spiced ground beef, chopped onions, shredded white cheddar, seasoned pinto beans, tightly wrapped in a tortilla. It's never been successful with frozen burritos. These are in the refrigerator, so what am I talking about? Pleasantly peppery heats. We'll have to check it out. Mini cinnamon sugar cookies? I didn't see these either. Okay, let's focus on cinnamon, essential fall flavor. I'm having trouble saying that. Mini cinnamon sugar cookies are bite-sized, golden round, kind of similar to mini chocolate chips. So I got a lot of work to do here. Sugar cookie flavor, single serving package, so probably was at checkout. Okay, then the rustic apple tarts. I think I've had this before. I think just, it's probably pretty good. It's 10 seasons. I just don't remember it. $5.99 from the freezer. I mean, you always got to go with a la mode, right? Organic maple butter. This is a good thing to have on hand. Put it on French toast pancakes. Spread it on bread. Trader Joe's apple and spiced sourdough or pumpkin brioche. Cinnamon rolls, shortbread cookies. It's $5.49. Then 2 takes on pumpkin bread. We have a pumpkin brioche twist or a pumpkin loaf. Pumpkin brioche tryst. Yeah, pumpkin brioche tryst. You'd have that's funny. Holy, yeah, it was quite the weekend I spent with the loaf of that bread. Just as friends. Pre-sliced loaf, brioche style, butter and sour cream, moist. I mean, that does really sound good for French toast. Pumpkin puree, pumpkin flavors front and center, cinnamon, nutmeg, spiced cinnamon. Ginger and nutmeg are in there. And lots of options to prepare that. Or a pumpkin loaf. Like the brioche, it's very moist, but has denser crumb, cakey texture. Complemented by vanilla, crunchy sugar topping, warm seasonal spices, cinnamon and nutmeg. This loaf is not pre-sliced, so just and warm it up. You're about to if you're going to have it. Oh, maple leaf ice cream sandwiches. I don't think I saw these either. I think I bought these from somewhere else. Canadian Confectioner. Oh boy, I love that alliteration. Maple flavored ice cream with real maple syrup. Sandwiching 2 marvelous maple leaf shaped cookies, also made with maple syrup. Frozen and ready to eat. Sounds delicious. Organic fusilli, corti bucati pasta. That's from Italy. High quality wheat, Durham wheat semolina. and perfect al dente texture for your fusilli. That's $1.99. And we get the Halloween JoJo's, which are really cute. I prefer them only visually in eating them to regular Trader Joe's. The vanilla cream filling is orange because it has beta carotene, and I just like the way they look. I prefer. They taste different to me, even though they're the same. And then Trader Joe's creamy autumnal harvest pasta sauce. It's a melange of fall veggies, but again, that's just not me. Okay, we got different Greek yogurts. I don't have a lot of flavored yogurt, but I think I did try the eggnog yogurt. Honeycrisp apple yogurt, probably not me. Pumpkin yogurt, not me. But again, good options for other people. Honeycrisp apple granola. I did try this in the last couple of years. Pretty good. I like granola. Again, it's just too tasty. It's not something I can have every single day. Okay, Trader Joe's pumpkin bread and muffin mix. I normally buy that for my brother as one of his Christmas gifts because he loves pumpkin spice stuff. I buy like tons of pumpkin spice stuff when I see it and give it to him. And then I did buy this one, pumpkin and spice snickerdoodle cooking mix. My plan was is to make it for my daughter to bring back to college. It's like family weekend this weekend when I'm recording this, or it's about to be. So I was like, oh, I'll make that and then give her a bag of cookies. I mean, what could be better, right? Don't worry, I'll eat a few of them too. That's $3.99. Vanilla cardamom cold brew. This one is good. This is, if you're going to have a cold brew on hand, in my opinion, because I love cardamom, this is a good one to have. I don't think it's sweetened, so it's just, it's like, 12 hours, the same as the other one. Vanilla and cardamom, sweet floral herbal notes. I really like having one of these in my cupboard in case something goes wrong with my cold brew. Personal cold brew preparation. Which, spoiler alert, or unspoiler alert, today was the first morning as I'm trying to get through the stages of, I wasn't able to use Trader Joe's coffee because I only got the Trader Joe's coffee last night. I usually steep mine for like 16 to 24 hours. But, so spoiler, like this morning, because I had to give away I make it in a super inexpensive thing, not a cold brew kit or whatever, just like a pour over coffee maker that's like $14. But I actually gave that away as part of someone picking stuff up on Recycle or Never Buy Never or whatever. And my coffee making kit, because I didn't have anywhere, I couldn't transport across the country. But so, this morning was the first time I had my own cold brew. It was made with like coffees I was unfamiliar with, but it was still good. And I was like, thank goodness. And this isn't, again, I'm not anti anything. It's just my personal preferences. A lot of people, the place I live now, and my roommate, my brother, he doesn't drink a lot of coffee. And when he does, he drinks it out of those pods. And for me, it's like, okay, that's like, I didn't realize how different the flavor. I was like, hey, yeah, man, I knew I was going to eventually start making my own cold brew again. Again, I can make hot brew, cold pour over too. But I was like, holy cow, the taste difference in my personal taste preference, is a lot better. Okay, here's the spread that started it all. Trader Joe's pumpkin butter. It was one of the first pumpkin products in the store. Doesn't contain butter, but it's distinctly rich, buttery consistency. And never had it before. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. Apple shortbread cookies. I bought 2 boxes of these. I'm pretty sure this was one of my buys of the year. That I should have bought 4 boxes. I love shortbread. I mean, if you know me, you know I love shortbread. I think this has a very like light apple flavor. But they're really good shortbread cookies. Made in the UK. I think the UK is the shortbread capital of the world. Dried apples, apple juice concentrate, butter. It's 1/4 butter. And those are $3.79. Okay, then we have a buffalo blue twist on unexpected cheddar spread. Is this like buffalo cheese? Wow, interesting. Interesting. Buffalo blue unexpected cheddar spread. It's unexpected cheddar, pecan and parmigiani, blue cheese, and buffalo hot sauce. Interesting. I might want to try that. Then we have kettle cooked rosemary and sea salt potato chips. Those don't sound. I just don't eat a lot of chips. Whoa, wait a second. Trader Joe's meatball calzone. Interesting. Okay, let's check this out. This could be a really good, easy meal. Okay, so self-enclosed pizza. Calzone's like a oven-baked turnover with tomato sauce, cheese, meats, and veggies. This one's loaded with meatballs, ground pork, ground beef, egg, Parmesan, onion, garlic, parsley, black pepper, rich tomato sauce, plenty of melty mozzarella. Wow, that does sound delicious. Bacon 350 oven for 20 minutes or an air fryer. And, they're in the refrigerator, so that's a really good sign. Wow, so we got a lot of possible purchases here. I don't think this one had a shopping list cut out, though. So I'll have to make a list based on what I didn't get. And get back to you. And now I don't think this was 50 minutes, so I'll turn things over to Future Scoots with another Fearless Flyer. Thanks, everybody. Actually, everybody, this is Scoots again, day after Scoots. I just realized maybe I'll just run or make this an extra long episode, and I'll run and do a little comparison shopping and run our last pumpkin spice season episode behind this, just an episode only. So episode will be a little bit longer, and then you can, if you're actually listening along, you get an extra treat because you see, Scoots, you're wrong once again. Also, as a bonus, I did make another trip to TJ's, the same one. Just because I was in between, I was waiting for someone, and I knew I had like about 20 to 22 minutes. I did not get any perishables, though I did want to get that salted foam. And what did I even get now? I have no idea. It was stuff that was on that list that I was talking about. So any of the non-perishables I just talked about that I already forgot about. But yeah, I'll be back soon, maybe. Or we try to do Fearless Friday where I rank stuff. So if you follow the show on social media, keep an eye out for that. Maybe that stuff came out before this. Who knows? Such an interesting world, such an interesting world to live in, where time is somewhat fragmented, and I could just be a service to you. So take it away, past Scoots. Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and my patron peeps, those of you that support the show so generously every month or voted by becoming an annual patron or increasing your pledge, Scoots is here to go through the fall 2020 Fearless Flyer. I have it in my hands. I did have a unsuccessful quest to find the fall 2013 Fearless Flyer, but I couldn't find old PDFs of the Fearless Flyer online, except for old ones, only recent ones. So that's a quest. Anybody's got any Fearless Flyers from before 2016? Let me know about it. But yeah, it doesn't have so it says Trader Joe's Fearless Flyer, always free, worth every penny, fall 2022. Let the pumpkins roll and the maple flow. And in the center of the page is an apple. And it says there's 3 apples swimming. One of the apples is on the shore. It says, I can't swim without a stick. Another one saying, come take a dip. The caramel is fine. And then there's some nuts there that say too busy dry roasting. So as always, humor, the 3 front page items, Sound interesting. This one, Chipotle. So the first one on the top left side of the page is pumpkin Chipotle roasting sauce. And, I'm a huge Chipotle fan. Chipotle is an adobo is how I usually get my Chipotle. And I'll put that in, you buy the can of Chipotle. Here's a free pro tip if you like Chipotle. Now be careful because it's spicy, but it's also smoky. You take that Chipotle in adobo. It comes in a can. You put it in a blender, like I have the magic thing, and you blend it into a paste, and then you keep it in your fridge or your freezer, and you can use it as a paste or as a add-on. That's just how I do it. I don't know what recipe book I learned that from. But this one, it says, it's time to reacquaint yourself with your oven. Summer, now it's cooling, low and slow, deeply melded, caramelized flavors. Only good roasting can yield. And to help us kick off roasting season, how about the Trader Joe's pumpkin Chipotle roasting sauce? The speckled, beautiful, red orange hue. Looks like fall. It's got some savory, creamy pumpkin flavors. Accented like classic warming spices, cinnamon sugar, nutmeg, allspice, and clove. Tangy apple cider vinegar, sweet molasses, and, of course, smoky chipotle peppers. You could use this on baby cauliflower, mini sweet peppers, marinate for chicken or pork, or make it into an aromatic taco filling, or with pasta. Maybe combine it with a touch of cream. Now, this one, I'll just be honest, is not my cup of tea because I'm not a big, let's see. Let me just run through the flavors. Now, I like apple cider vinegar to add some acidic notes to stuff. And I do like, but yeah, then, I just don't like my savory and my sweet together. I mean, I guess it's that simple. And then, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice, and clove. I don't know. Nutmeg, I associate too much with the desserts and stuff. Where cinnamon, ginger, clove, maybe the allspice too. I do, but so I don't know. Just not my thing. And then the next one, if I've never met a gourd I've liked except for decorative gourds. But that's me. Now you butternut squash mac and cheese and bites. So you can buy butternut squash mac and cheese or butternut squash mac and cheese bites. One's $3.49, one's $3.99. Superstar. I mean, they don't want to say it, but it's back in the freezers. Butternut buzz begin. It's a classic comfort food. Mezze rigatoni pasta, thick rich tubes that hold sauce with gusto. 3 cheeses. So this would never go in our house because my daughter is allergic to Parmesan, cheddar, Gouda, and Parmesan. And I'm not a big butternut squash fan. I'm just not. I mean, I can always go for a classic bechamel and seasonal spices like nutmeg and sage. Yeah, just not my thing, but it sounds popular. And then this last one, it does sound delicious. I did almost buy it, but my daughter has braces, so... It's the caramel apple dipping kit of our eye. And it's been a while, but not I haven't had a caramel apple in a while, but I've had it within the last 5 years, and it was delicious the last one I had. I think I only had a bite or two of it. But yeah, cusp of sweater weather, fall. You might want to have a pie or have some cider, but why don't you dip your favorite apple in some caramel or caramel? The 2020, it's a dipping kit. It's not a rolling kit. Only times I've made apple caramel or caramel apples, it's been more of a flattened out with wax paper and you just wrap it around. And that I believe, I don't know if I've dipped an apple in caramel before. It sounds amazing. Also comes with sprinkles, 6 sticks, dry roasted peanuts. I had no idea. I should have bought this, I guess. It's enough for 6 caramel apples. It's in the candy aisle if it's still there, $6.99. I guess I missed out. I'll have to look. Next up, page 2, we got pumpkin ravioli. They have pockets. They are pockets. It's against a pocket image too. Honey roasted pumpkin ravioli, tender orange hue, pureed pumpkin that's been roasted with honey, brown sugar, and molasses, ricotta, and mozzarella. Again, just not my thing. Organic vegetarian chili. Now, this does sound good. It's a good chili. Red beans, onions, bell peppers, garlics, and jalapenos. This sounds perfect to have around the house. $2.49. And this is an iteration from an earlier version. It was a beloved bestseller, but they couldn't get the supply of it, so they looked for opportunity for innovation. Few tasty tweaks. So we get our alliteration there. Traded textured soy protein for pea protein. Oh, so we got some texture of meat in there too. Oh, wow, that even adds it. So that's cool. I'll try that. And then roasted turkey and sweet potato burrito. Not sweet on sweet potatoes either. Fiesta, some turkey in a Fiesta familiar format, triple alliteration. Turkey and sweet potato burrito, flour, fall feast favorites, another two triple alliterations in one thing, all with S. Fiesta familiar format and fall feast favorites. Bravo, Trader Joe's copywriters. Got Hall of Famers, rice, black beans, chili pepper seasonings, pop it in the microwave. Perfect for those you have a microwave at work, your lunch. So don't let my problems stop you. White bean chicken chili soup. What's the difference between soup and chili, Trader Joe's asks? Well, let's just embrace both, like this one. White bean chicken chili soup. It's a soup base, broth, rich, brothy flavor, creamy character, garlic, chili powder, cumin, cilantro, cayenne. Oh, boy, this does sound good. And some lime juice. Chock full of white beans, corn, poblano peppers, and roasted chicken breast. I think I'm gonna make this for lunch. So I'm gonna I gotta get this. Sounds easy. Oh, you could put it with the organic corn chip dippers. I didn't even think about that. 20-ounce tub. Oh, so it comes in a tub, not a can. That's why I probably haven't had it yet. Sounds like a deal though. $4.99. So that one is on my list. So we got 2 on my list already that I haven't had either. Organic casacatelli pasta and organic artichoke pasta sauce. Here we go. We're getting into Scoots' territory now. So they got a new heavy hitter in the pasta aisle, casacatelli. There's casacatelli, named for Little Waterfall. Forkability is by brainchild 2022 of a food journalist who wanted forkability, sauceability, and tooth sinkability. So it's got a short, curved, thick, ruffled edges. So that's the pasta, but the sauce, like I haven't had a creamy artichoke sauce. It does have Parmesan, so I'd have to have it when I'm alone. It's creamy sauce, Italian ricotta, Parmesan, tender chopped artichokes. But you could put it on top of a pizza. So yeah, these are great ideas, Trader Joe's, or as a dip. So I can make some pasta and then serve it for other things. Baby spinach and spring mix blend. It's got some baby spinach with spring greens. I haven't seen this one, but it's there. So keep an eye out for it. It's $2.29. And then organic maple vinaigrette. Maple syrup, more than just a topping for pancakes and waffles. This is a maple vinaigrette. Dijon, mustard, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, orange juice, and a touch of maple syrup. Sweet, savory, and holy cow, listen to this one, triple alliteration. Vehemently versatile vinaigrettes. Wow, talk about MVPs. Like, here's the thing, Ted Lasso, the next season of Ted Lasso, they should hire, like, to get the most alliteration, or on British Bake Off. Wow, marvelous marinade is also used in there. Honey roasted pumpkin ravioli. So, and then shawarma chicken thighs. So shawarma is normally cooked on a vertical spit, like rotisserie, like skewers, and that's an important part of shawarma. No, another part of it is a savory spice blend marinade. And these shawarma chicken thighs come soaked in onion, garlic, sea salt, cumin, cinnamon, coriander, paprika, turmeric, and parsley. So I've seen those. Those might be good on the grill. $6.49 per pound. Fall flower power. They got fall flowers and plants. You could get some succulents and colorful ceramic for Dios de los Muertos. They got colorful mums. They also have a woman sniffing a pumpkin candle that's shaped like a pumpkin, but this one is not a sniff hooray. Vanilla pumpkin scented candle. It's not for eating. It's neutral soy wax blend, lead-free cotton wick, and creamy. I keep a pumpkin, or I did until they would melt in my car, a Trader Joe's candle. Now that sounds like something I can get behind. The smell of pumpkin, fine with me. Here's another thing I have eaten a lot of over the years, but I have trouble finishing the bag. Is it organic mini sweet peppers, subtly sweet? You could roast them on the grill, roast them in the oven, chop them up and eat them on a salad, chop them up and put them on pizza. They're colorful, flavorful bell peppers. You know, you want to eat those multiple color vegetables, you know. So, but what happens to me is this bag, I don't know if it's a 1 pound bag. I have trouble sometimes getting through the whole bag by the time it turns. Here's one, caul, C-A-U-L me, any day or night. Trader Joe's baby cauliflower. Smaller than classic. I haven't tried this one either. More tender the tender blooms of cauliflower. Smoother sweet flavor. Eye-catching green stems and stalks. To help them last a little bit longer. Longer trim than you see on ordinary cauliflower florets. Toothsome tenderness. I'm going to buy these for sure because that's a stir fry. They sound great. Unexpected cheddar cheese spread. I guess I got to check this out. Fromage year after year in our customer choice awards. That's a spread from their irresistible aged cheddar. Comes with unexpected cheddar, salted butter, whey. Superbly savory, creamy cheese spread that's ready to enhance sandwiches. Glorify grazing boards with the flick of a knife, maybe on the pumpkin cranberry crisp. And then this one, Stripey Joe. I haven't heard of this one. Multi-hued English cheese, nude or cheese case. 4 English cheeses luxuriously layered on top of one another to create a stripy masterpiece. It's created in a small family-owned creamery in northwest England. You got Cheshire, cheddar, double Gloucester, and red Leicester, arranged in layers of yellow, orange, and white. Each bite will taste. It sounds delicious. I wish I could eat more cheese. It's just. And they have 2 drafts talking. Red stripes after Labor Day. Well, that's unexpected. Kind of cheesy. Tell me how you really feel, Joe. Real thing is I'm wearing this for layers. Under this, I've got yellow stripes, orange stripes, and white stripes. So it has red stripes. It's like one giraffe without a costume and one with one. How about Rutland Red Leicester? Leicester, right? Leicester, sorry. It's a red-orange hue, the Sonato, same natural dye used in orange cheddars, mild caramely flavor. Sounds good, huh, people? Apple cider donuts. I haven't had these in probably since maybe 19 or 20. So I will try to eat these if I can get a set to report back. I don't know. I mean, donuts are one of those things, to be honest, like they're better off buying them from your local donut shop. But I guess if you want to have some apple cider donuts at home, maybe heat them up in air fryer. I don't know. Fluffy texture. I mean, that's the problem. Like cake style donut, cinnamon sugar. And they even have a video on their YouTube channel how apple cider donuts are made. Oh, here's the thing. They're delightful on their own or with coffee, tea, or spiced cider. $4.49, 79 cents a donut. It's a pretty good deal. And they have a fake donut making machine with apples in there. Salted maple ice cream. I have this in my freezer, but I haven't tried it yet. I heard this is a hit. I almost bought a second pint, but then I said, you haven't had your first pints. For our late autumnal indulgence, I think that is alliteration, maybe, autumnal indulgence, in the freezer, ice cream that's salted maple. It's kind of the same supplier that's made some of our other holiday hits. Salted maple ice cream, decadent, creamy, real maple syrup, sea salt, and salted maple swirl. So I wonder if it's like maple syrup cookie in there. And I actually bought it to have atop a warm toffee cake, which we'll talk about, because then I can have that a la mode. Pumpkin spiced JoJo's. I don't know if I've had these. I can never finish. Like, these are the things I don't buy just because a whole box of them is too much. These are cute, though. A fall without Trader Joe's pumpkin. I think I had these a few years ago, and I was like, these are actually good. Pumpkin spiced. Oh, no. These are the ones my daughter. Pumpkin spiced JoJo's. We've taken our celebrated pumpkin JoJo and dipped it in a sweet pumpkin spiced yogurt flavoring. Yeah, my daughter bought these. They're pretty good. No, these aren't the ones, because the ones she has are just cookies. They're not a full JoJo. So I take that back. But I saw those, but I said, that's too much, because if you listen to this podcast a lot, I had a great, I have these incidents where I get obsessed with, I haven't had one in a while, but where I get obsessed with a Trader Joe's dessert, seasonal dessert, usually the holidays, because I'm a big peppermint, you could call me Peppermint Patty, and I live on Candy Cane Lane. But so I burned myself out of dark chocolate dipped candy cane coated JoJo's. I can never, I swear I can never eat one of those again unless I was living in a vat of milk. I would have one, but maybe only one, because you're just too rich now. I say, how did I used to eat those? And then I did the same thing with pretzels. They were flat pretzels dipped in candy cane yogurt. Those ones I could probably still eat. White chocolate, peppermint. I mean, that's my wheelhouse. This I'm looking forward to trying, because I do find that the Trader Joe's desserts, I've had the pumpkin Kringle, and then their pumpkin spiced cinnamon rolls. So I'm looking forward to these. They're pumpkin sticky toffee cakes. It's put one in the microwave. You can heat it up as a mini bundt cake. Pumpkin dates, brown sugar, and sticky caramel sauce. And then I'm going to slap some ice cream right on there. Then they have spiked cider and spiced cider. Sempiternal, Sempiternal, spiced cider. Sempiternal? Sempiternal spiced cider, 21 years. What do they got in there? Cinnamon, allspice, apples, and cloves. Heated up, hot or cold. Yesterday's, whatever, in and out. Your spiced cider's about. How about this one? Vanilla, pumpkin, hand soap, and hand lotion. Most dynamic duo, they say yes. Vanilla, pumpkin, scented hand soap, and then hand scented lotion. Pair it with that candle, $7.99. A recyclable cardboard caddy. All right, snacks here. We're on the snacks page. There's also some baseball going on. I'm going to cashew. All nuts. Dairy doers versus donors. So we got pumpkin cranberry crisps. I could try those. Cranberry crisp with that cheese they were talking about. Dried pumpkin powder, tart cranberries, thyme, nutmeg, turmeric. Maybe not. Maybe it's too sweet. Loaf-shaped dough, not unlike biscotti. By the holiday handful, there's a nice snacking nirvana, Rutland Red Leicester. There's also maple almonds. I don't know if I've had this. Seasonally seasoned nuts. I've been called a seasonally seasoned nut before. Won't be the last time. Fantastically flavored fines. Triple. When did they? So Trader Joe's must be like, we're up at, you know what, the 2022? 33% more alliteration. But when you use triple alliteration, you probably scores more than 33%, in my opinion. Dry roasted maple almonds. Take an almond, maple seasoning, maple sugar, and maple flavor. Sounds a bit like something you'd get at like the Dickens Fair, $5.99. Oh, and here's the cashew versus dairy. You got non-fat Greek yogurt or pumpkin spice cashew yogurt. But the one people are talking about is some other yogurt. Maybe will come up. I haven't had it. New crop Honeycrisp apples. Never bought. I don't know if I bought some pears on this trip to Trader Joe's. But I haven't bought any apples at Trader Joe's. Maybe I should give it a shot. Mini spicy pumpkin samosas. And there's a quiz. Open notes. Are pumpkin samosas scalene triangles, isosceles triangles, equilateral triangles, or immeasurably tasty triangles? I don't know, because, pumpkin spice for me. If it's a dessert samosa, maybe. Okay, what else we got here? Banana and almond butter protein smoothie. Maybe that's in their like cold drink aisle. Two truths in mind. Coconut water, banana puree, almond butter, pea protein. It's a simple delight, banana and almond butter. I know that sounds good. It's a non-dairy drink, 14 grams of protein a bottle. And you thought it'd be expensive, but it's only 16 fluid ounces for $2.99. So pint of smoothie, $3. They also have a vanilla almond spice chai protein smoothie. Sounds pretty good. Pea protein, 15 grams of protein. Could add a shot of espresso for a protein-packed eye opener. And that's like interesting to have vanilla. Maybe I could have one of those to start my day. I mean, make my own maybe. A little spiced chai, some protein. Anyway, so that's another one. Next up, we got just the clusters, maple pecan granola cereal. So this is just the crunchy part, maple pecan. That sounds pretty good. I like pecan. It's whole grains, rolled oats, maple syrup. Eat them as you would any cereal in a bowl or milk. Don't stop there. They're excellent for snacking, too. Maybe even top your salted maple ice cream with them. That's in cereal, $3.29. I didn't see these. This is what I was talking about earlier, though. Trader Joe's pumpkin rolls with pumpkin spice back in season since 2014. Pumpkin Palooza. They're like hot cinnamon rolls, only well pumpkin-y, but it's definitely not it's a different flavor. The other pumpkin experts I've talked to. Very sweet, though. I mean, for breakfast, dessert only. There's dried pumpkin, seasonal spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. Icing is made with pumpkin puree and those warm spices. You could even make skillet-baked pull-apart pumpkin rolls. I think we did do some of these as rolls and some as waffles last year. It's 5 to a tube for $4.49, 17.5 ounces. Then they have gluten-free pumpkin streusel muffins. So if you want some gluten-free with some, you need to get your streusel on. You could do that. Brown rice and white rice flours, cornstarch, tapioca starch, pumpkin puree, cinnamon sugar, pumpkin spice bits, crumbly spice streusel, brown sugar, butter oats, and more pumpkin spices. And then this one, I didn't buy it. Maple non-dairy oat beverage, dreamy, creamy feel of the non-flavored dairy oat beverage with the autumn twist. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, lactose-free, and vegan. It has rich, natural maple flavor from the U.S. Maple syrup, harvested maple syrup. Just add it to, add it to coffee, add it to your cereal, salt to make, make a milkshake, $2.99 for 32 ounces. Got some small lot coffees from the Dominican Republic, Arroyo Benito Estate. It's 4,500 feet above sea level in the Dominican Republic's mountainous central region. Fertile mountain soil, canopy of pine, macadamia, and guava trees. Made by family, 30 years of coffee cultivation experience, $9.99 12-ounce bags. They also have pumpkin cheesecake croissants. Each croissant starts off, 4-inch square. Maybe we're using croissant loosely. These aren't crescent shaped. Then topped with the square of a scoop of creamy cheesecake. So this is more like a cheese Danish. It could be interesting. No proofing required. I don't trust stuff that's not proofed, to be honest, because after you have the overnight proofing Trader Joe's croissants or almond or chocolate croissants, you can't go back. But they're $3.99. Then pumpkin overnight oats, pumpkin spice, pumpkin puree, almond butter, and hearty rolled oats. Good old hearty rolled oats. Says a hearty boy that never got any love. That's a niche joke. It's not spelled the same, but dollop of pumpkin yogurt, throw it in there. They have a podcast, believe it or not. Go inside Trader Joe's. Then there's a couple pages of wine. Okay, and then we got some trick or treat, always haunted house cookie kit. This is the one Co ate back in 2018, and with very luckily low cocoa. We checked with the vet, so nothing other than a small tummy ache. Even though she ate pretty much the whole thing, the whole house. We just moved, so she'd never done anything like that. But she did it. Can't say I blame her. But yeah, it's basically a house of fun. But instead of gingerbread, it's chocolate cookie pieces. $8.99. Fun activity. Hollowed Halloween JoJo's. These sandwich cookies are a classic. These aren't dipped though. These are not pumpkin spice JoJo's. They've had a few misses over the years. But these ones are regular as a JoJo wearing a Halloween. Same chocolate and vanilla cream sandwich, just looks Halloween styled. But I think I prefer it because there's a more open space maybe, so it's a little bit less cookie. Yeah, because it's carved like a jack-o'-lantern. Maybe that's why, though. I say the times I've had this, I say I like them because maybe there's just a little bit less cookie, more filling. Like same amount of filling, less cookie. Spooky sour bats and cats gummy candies. So these are like sour gummies. Those are always good. And, they're seasoned trick or treat. Smell my feet. Then we have some cats and some other birds. We're quite sweet. Ask anyone. What about page 15? I don't get it. We're just cats. teeny tiny pumpkin spiced pretzels. These are mini twists smothered in pumpkin yogurt, pumpkin seeds crushed, and more crunch with a sprinkle of sea salt. Truly tricky treat that's truly tricky to put down. There's some alliteration. Teeny tiny, so you can eat more. Relative to similar snacks. 6-ounce pouches. And then we got pumpkin maple bacon flavored treats for dogs. Co's still enjoying the charcuterie board for pets. Or charcuterie board themed treats. Bacon stuffies. So these ones for, what are the stuffies? Have 2 distinct layers. Outside shell, dehydrated pumpkin, and then the shell is stuffed with softer molassesy filling. Let's see, on the back page is pumpkin bread, muffin mix, original or gluten-free. Pumpkin bread and muffin mix, $2.99. Original or gluten-free. They don't have the pancake mix in here. Maple and sea salt kettle corn. I wish I ate more corn, popped corn and stuff, but that sounds pretty good. But again, I just would buy the bag and I'd only, ideally only have a couple bites. Pumpkin oat beverage, vegan, gluten-free, and kosher. Pumpkin oat beverage. Didn't we talk? Oh, no, this is pumpkin oat. That was maple oat. Let's see. This is, it's pumpkin, non-pumpkin predecessors, creamy texture, milky flavor, oats and water, pumpkin puree, natural pumpkin spice flavor, cane sugar, and sea salt for balance. So that's everything, but there is a season, a puzzle. So I'll try to, maybe I'll get a pen and I can see if I could do this and try to push this episode to an hour. So I'll be back. All right, patrons. So this is the the what is this thing called? Crossword puzzle. It's a number 2 grocery list pencil. TJ. Become a pumpkin season puzzle master. And I actually don't have. I wonder if I have a pen. Hold on here. For some reason, I thought I would do it without a pen and just in my head, but I'm quickly realizing that wouldn't work. Fasten as to a mast. That's 1 across. Tie. No, that's 4 letters. I don't know how this is going to go. 5 across. Livens up. Cheer. CHE. No, that's 4 letters. I know this won't be easy for most people. Oh, I know what number 9 is. So first one is ASH, protagonist of a character Bruce Campbell plays. I'll say it another way. ASH. 12, sound. NOISE. Might be. Let's see if we can do 12 down. Central. Wow, these are hard. Central Texas Airport Code. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Maybe these are solvable by other ones. There's some that we could do. This is interesting. Okay, let's just go through them then. On the water, smoke on the water. Let's see if that's 13 across. I also don't have. It's really small printing, so I can't even find 13. Is that 13? SM, no. Something on the water. Pond on the water? I don't know. Small cylindrical container, 14 across. Small. Tube, TUBE, could be. What about what is that? 9 down. Profile picture, colloquially. A I don't know. Avatar, it's only 3 letters, though. Wow, this is not going well. We know 16 is, they have some of them you get the answers to. So 16's on page 5, cheddar spread. We covered that, but I already forgot what it was. So maybe that's unexpected. I don't know if this is going to work because I can't, so it's not going to work. I mean, not only because of, so we could do it as a sleep with me episode, mostly because my site, in the climbing closet, I can't read the numbers on the unexpected, though. UNEXP. That is unexpected across, which might help with some other ones, because then you got 19 across salted maple ice cream, but I can't find 19. So, yeah, I can't read the numbers. So let's just do a little story. So Ash heard a sound on the water. Now, Ash had a small cylindrical container that they fastened to a mast. And they said, what's this thing? Is this a cleat I'm fastening this to? But a cleat's already fastened to a mast. And then Ash decided to liven things up with a little singing and a little dancing as their small cylindrical container. And you say, what small cylindrical container? What was in the small cylindrical container that they were attaching the mast? And they say, well, it had a label on it that said unexpected cheddar spread. But really, that was a ruse because that was wasn't in, and it was inactive. It wasn't really unexpected cheddar spread. And you say, was it ice cream, like salted maple ice cream? And I say, no, it wasn't salted maple ice cream either. It was some sort of magic, a band for short, strange magic band for short. I don't even know what a strange magic band is. Ash said to themselves as they were pacing the deck, but I do know within the cylindrical container labeled unexpected cheddar spread is magic. There must have been some magic in that cylindrical container, small, that said unexpected cheddar spread, tied to that mast Ash found. For when he put it on his head, he began to dance. And then he said, I remember the ship had pulled into Marina del Rey, where there's actually a Trader Joe's, but Ash was like saying 22 across. I can't find it on here. You see, when was the exact moment Scoots knew he needed reading glasses? You see, it happened on the air, believe it or not. Or are these numbers readable by anyone? I mean, maybe they are. But that was the exact moment he said, I'll probably get some reading glasses. I have 2 pairs, but they're not prescription. I'd have to find them so I could try. And I said, well, I'm sorry about that. And I said, your strange magic won't help me with that. And he said, no, you don't need magic. You just got to get some reading glasses, I guess. Because he said, it's certainly light enough in the climbing podcast closet. And I said, you're right about that, Ash. You're right. You've been more right, but you're right about that. And Ash said, you certainly quickly entered the ship. And I said, well, I heard a Morse code saying all aboard. And Ash looked me up and down and giggled because he said, I find that unlikely that you would know all aboard in Morse code. Of all the people on planet Earth, you might be the last one. And I said, no. Someone else said, I was standing next to someone that said, is that all, am I hearing a Morse code of all aboard? And then they said to themselves, I am hearing Morse code of all aboard coming from that ship. And And so that's why I boarded the ship quickly, because I didn't want that I wanted to cut that person off, because, and get to it first before they did, obviously. And Ash said, okay, well, we got to give you a job. I'm putting you in charge of the recycling. And I said, no problem, Ash, you got it. And Ash said, do you have a well-worn adage for something? I said, a well-worn adage. I said, I say, Ash, I wish I was wearing some waterproof Oshkosh bagash. I say, Oshkosh bagash, Ash, because that's what I would be wearing if I was, but I'm not. But yeah, if you want a well-worn adage from me that's well-worn, I'd say that's might be one of the more well-worn ones, other than, filler words, like, that's not an adage, though. That's just filler words. Fill her up with filler words instead of recycling. And Ash said, okay, well, what about fingers with a famed fastball? And Ash said, well, I don't know, I would say Raleigh fingers has a famed, but I don't know if their fastball is famous. And he said, this would be a difficult thing if we were trying to solve it. Kind of like sandwich initials. And Ash said, what do you mean? And I said, like when if I was hanging out with sandwiches and I have like a roast beef, I'd say RB. And then Ash said, well, how would you know? Like, how do you take your, and I'd say on rye. So he'd say, wouldn't that be a RBOR? And I'd say, you're right. What if you ordered your sandwich that way? That would be kind of complicated. You see, I have RBOR, WC. And you say WC with cheese? And I said, with cheddar. You're right, Ash, but that won't work. So I don't know what to do about it. So I'd have to tell the person, that means with cheddar cheese. So with cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese. So I guess, yeah, you do CC. Or, if you wanted Swiss cheese, you'd say SC, or provolone cheese, which people don't normally say. But how come, Ash, do you know why people say mozzarella cheese, Swiss cheese, but they don't say provolone cheese. They just say provolone. And Ash shrugged. And I said, probably the number of syllables. But yeah, then you'd say, I guess a W would normally mean would be like a kind of comma in this case if we're ordering sandwiches by initials only. So you'd say WM for mayo. Oh boy, but then what about mustard? And then, oh boy, so we're already at a loss. Lettuce, WL. Peppers, but BP banana peppers, those are good in a sandwich. What about a pepper relish? PR. Do you have any PR? And they say, what do you mean? Like a personal record of sandwich making? Yeah, I do have a personal record. No, like pepper relish. Oh yeah, we do. So probably that probably wouldn't be a good way to order sandwiches. And then what if someone like Alec Guinness came in and Ash said, what if? And I said, I don't know. And then I said, are you trying to dodge me, Ash? Is my meanders making you despair? And he said, I don't know. And I said, I can think of a Scottish word for lakes, but I can't think of one for hills. And he said, wow, that's a problem then if you were going to do crosswords. But it seems like you've learned that you can make crosswords meander. I see crosswords are kind of like a word meander. And kind of like... animal companions, are those pets or are those different? And Ash said, well, if you had your glasses, you might be able to know. I said, would you believe there's like 62 across and then 55 down on this? And Ash said, I didn't believe it till he told me. It sounds like hogwash to me. And I said, well, it brings me joy to make something out of it. Even if I say, no one, and sleep with me, it's very rare for people to spitefully ignore the podcast. But usually, they do. The idea of the show is you could ignore it if you need to. A little different than the key to the end to the right of end. And Ash shrugged again. And I said, they're set to graduate this year. Maybe those are seniors. But like the female lead of The Merchant of Venice, or Siete Menos Seis, Uno, probably, You're of Yore, or a pebble-struck pond, like a pebble-struck pond, or declined, to and fro. That's got to be fro, but I can't find 39 anyway. Is it 3 letters? And Ash said, it'll take you all day and probably not the best use of your energy. I said, Ash, when you're right, you're right. You're right. If I was pulling it usually by a truck, it'd be tow, if I could find it. TOW. Maybe I guess, here's the thing I've learned with most word-based things as a dyslexic: stick to 3-letter words, because I could probably solve some of those, then maybe fill those in, and then fill in Bears in Barcelona. Bears are in quotes, though. And peers at, but that's peers like 2E, P-E, like peer, not peer on water, but P-E-E-R, peers at. And Ash said, I don't know. And I said, it's kind of like an eclipse of my mind. That's how it is. That's actually how dyslexia feels a little bit. Things are cloudy, or I can't see it. I know the word is there, but I can't see it. Just like the moon is there, it's just covered up. And Ash said, okay, well, what about 2 down is a certain single-named singer? Bono? B-O-N-O. Nope. People, holy cow. One across. Fasten as to a mast. I would say it's not buckle. And I'd say, Ash, sometimes you got to buckle up for my pointless meanders, huh? Like number of years for a diamond anniversary. It might be 50, but it might be something else. 1, 2, 3, F-I-F-T-Y. So I mean, one across would have an F in it. And partial, half eclipse, partial eclipse, P-A-R, nope. Or an object of a beacon or a glimmer. But I don't know. A glimmer of hope, a beacon of hope, H-O-P-E. Wow, Ash, I've gotten 2 of these, but that was only because I can find where 1, 2, 3, and 4 are. Nash, and I'm proud of you. Ghost munching here's a cast for munching arcade hero is Pac-Man. Yeah, so some of these I've gotten, Ash. Como estás, maybe? Tool to see who's at the door. That's the old hole of peeping. What about a melancholy timber sometimes? Perhaps a wail or a moan or a groan? Melancholy. Profile picture colloquially. We already did that one. Make a superior base for a page 3. Oh, boy. So these are ones that have the answers. In JoJo's, page 14. How about some July and August births? birthdays, or actor comedian Murphy. That's probably could be Eddie, but I can't find 17. I'll be honest, Ash, and you'll be honest with me, right? Eddie. I think that is Eddie. I found 17. But yeah, what about bringing this to a close? You're right, Ash. We only have about 25 more words or things to get through. I'll take up your offer. Like something like a garment worn with a blouse or petticoat, or freestyle soda machines, named Stan, pumpkin oats, vanilla pumpkin hand soap, syllabants related speech, related speech is that stutter? I don't think so. Though you do make syllabants when you say stutter. It's, I know what it is. I just can't think of the word. Hope we didn't surprise you. What about an executive that deals with the company's assets? Is that a CFO, Ash? Do you know? Or a snappy retort, perhaps. They've used perhaps more than once. That must be a feature in these. How about a Tampa or Chesapeake feature? Is that a Bay? 37 down. I don't know if I can find it to double check, Ash, even though you're right. We're doing well with the three letters. I see 32. Oh, there, 37. I found it. B-A-Y. It is three letters. You're right. A body of water with too much water. I don't know what that is. Triangle, for example. Shape, geometric shape. Addendum to an addendum for short. PS, PSS maybe. 42 down. I wonder if that is 42. Is that 42? PSS. It could be it. 42 across. Sorry, I'm just working on this. There is no 42 across. That's 45 across, maybe. Lead and Merchant of Venice. Does that start with an S? I don't know. Not that smart. 51. Roasted turkey and salsa burrito. SS. Maybe. Anyway, back to us, Ash. You could be a Don or an Earl, to name two. Or you could be the Duke of Earl, I guess. I didn't realize till just now that the Duke of Earl isn't an Earl already. Who's higher, a Duke or an Earl? What if there was an Earl of Duke versus a Duke of Earl, and they had a sing-off? Organization whose motto starts with neither snow nor rain. The post office. The conical mixes, electromagnetic waves, treads, and more. I'm glad you're falling asleep, Ash, because it's a prefix with burr. Tim? No, I don't know. This podcast is kind of like an unrefined material, headed to St. Louis, to Minneapolis, and more. And all to carry us off into dreamland. You could check out all your answers. Maybe they even have a blank version of this on the Trader Joe's website. But thanks for the support, everybody. Thanks for being here, and good night. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots. We're having a sale on gift subscriptions to Sleep With Me. So if you want to have someone give you the gift to Sleep With Me, they could save 20% off whichever package they buy. 20% off if they go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/gift. So say, yeah, give me the gift to Sleep With Me, or I'm going to give it to myself. It's changed my life, and I'd love to check out the ad-free episodes, the story-only episodes. I'd love to be a Boar Friend or a Boar Bestie, get those all-night and all-intro episodes. Tell them, or go there yourself, sleepwithmepodcast.com/gift, and get a great discount if this show's changed your life. What could be a better gift than it being around for you next year and having access to all that sweet, sweet bonus content? Thanks and good night.